2021, organized by Research Culture Society and Department of Automation, Computer Science and Technology, Department Krivere, National University, Ukraine, and sponsored by the Scientific Research Association. In this session, our keynote speaker are Dr. Fraulein D. Mobo, Dr. Sanjay Gaur, Dr. Sanjay Gaur, Dr. S. Balakrishnan, Dr. Pokulari Sri, Dr. Irina Zahtashnia, and Professor Dr. Natalia Morgan. So with that, since we've already invited Dr. Fraulein D. Mobo in our previous session, I would like to call upon our next valedictory speaker, Dr. Sanjay Gaur, who is currently working as a professor and head of the Department of Computer Science and Engineering of Jaipur Engineering College and Research Center, Jaipur. He did his PhD in data mining and data analytics. He has published more than 95 research papers with Scopus Index and UGC recognized journals. Also published 8 books in computer science and information management. He successfully guided 6 scholars for PhD and 5 are still working under him. He organized a number of conferences, workshops as co-organizer and special sessions in other countries, including UK and Malaysia. He is a lifetime member of Computer Science of sorry for the interruption. Conferences and workshop as co-organizer and special session in other countries like UK and Malaysia. He is a lifetime member of Computer Science, including digital marketing, cybersecurity, data analytics, etc. Also served conferences as keynote speaker and session chair. He delivered expert lectures to prestigious institutions including Central University, Himachal Pradesh, Academy Noida with support of AICTE, UGC Human Resource Development Center, University of Delhi, University of Rajasthan, Amity University in Noida, Maharana Pratap University of Agriculture and Technology, RTU, TEQIP conferences, DST and CIRT. He is a recipient of prestigious Presidential Award, Best Paper Award in IEEE, sponsored international conferences, Best Paper Awards and Springer sponsored international conferences, edition of Engineers Appreciation Award by AICTE Internshala 2019, appreciation on Republic Day by STM Kabasan Chittorgarh Young Teacher Award Udaipur, Global Outreach Excellence Award 2018, Best Research Paper Award 2019, National Education Icon Award 2019, Best Resource Person Award 2020, and the list goes on and on and on. So I would like to call Dr. Sanjay Gaur for his presentation. Sir, the audience is all yours. You're invited. Please share your screen and start presenting.
Yes.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Just a minute. Yes, I think my screen is visible to everyone. Madam, please give me the cue. It's visible. My screen is visible.
Yes, Sanjay sir, please continue.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir. It's visible.
Yes. Now,
Yes,
today I just want to discuss the business intelligence trends of 2021. If we're talking about the changes and automation, just we are talking about the automation, the data analysis, artificial intelligence, and these are the blend of automation. So basic backbone of the automation is also business trends, analytics, artificial intelligence, data science, deep learning, machine learning, etc., etc. In my presentation, I purely focused on the business intelligence trends in 2021. the scenario is gradually now changing. So what is current business intelligence trends? Definitely these are associated with artificial intelligence, data science, machine learning, and the modern technology, or even we can say the industry for scenario of the industry 4.0. So here we can see the what about the basically you can say here that just a minute, screen, I'm chatting with the screen. Yeah, what is the business analytics business trend in 2020 21? We can say this scene is very much changes. The reporting, data science, analytics are again in the mode of changing scenario. So in 2021, business intelligence tools and strategy roles, responsibilities will become increasingly customized. Business intelligence of all size are no longer asking if they need increased access to business intelligence analytics, but what is the best business analytics solution? Right now, we are not talking about the business intelligence. We are talking about the best solution. We need not extra. We need some consolidated, some pinpointed solutions. This is the matter of business intelligence solution. And the scenario in 2021 is going to change. So in this presentation, I'm talking about the top 10 business intelligence scenario in 2021, which are just now running and it is just coming in the future. So now the business intelligence trends in 2021. We can see here the top 10 business intelligence scenario of 2021 are the first one is the artificial intelligence. Now the role of artificial intelligence is common for everyone. Similarly, data security. Although we are talking about the data security from long time ago, continuously we're talking about data security, but again in future the role of data security is going to increase and trend will be changed, but the data security will remain stay at their position. So data security is the one of the important aspect of business intelligence and analytics. Data recovery, again data recovery is the very important aspect for future. And similarly the role of the cloud in future, the role of cloud of is going to be very much important and significant as it says business intelligence, because in future we are just shifting our old technology, software supports and hardware supports and storage on towards the cloud. So role of the clouds for 2021 and upcoming year is very important. And similarly the collaborative business intelligence solutions is again a very important area, very important sector for the business intelligence trends in 2021. Similarly data automation, as we are just seeing a lot of paper on data automation. Robotic process automation is the definitely future, and it will be reduce the human efforts in the future. And this is trend. And next one, the predictive and prescriptive data analytics tools. Earlier we were talking about the descriptive analysis, demographic analytics, but right now we are talking about the predictive analysis with the help of with the scenario of machine learning and deep learning. Predictive analytics comes in the scene. What the further? What the next? The next is the prescriptive analytics. So prescriptive analytics now in existence, and future of analytics is prescriptive analytics. Next one is the mobile business intelligence. Definitely mobile business intelligence is the future of our lives, our IT. So business in mobile business, because it gives us a synchronized way of information in front of in every aspect of the life. Next is the embedded analytics. Again, it is a very important aspect. Embedded analytics for 2021 and upcoming years. And real-time data analytics is again a very important aspect with artificial intelligence. So these are the major points which we have to we can find out, we can see around to us. So let's take the artificial intelligence. What is the role of the artificial intelligence in business and intelligence? Artificial intelligence is the science aiming to make machine execute what is usually done by complex human intelligence. What is basically artificial? Why we are using artificial intelligence? The simple answer is that reducing human efforts and the mistakes done by the human being or human mind sometimes due to some environmental effect or emotional effects or any other tiredness or physical human body effects. We want to reduce all those things, and artificial intelligence definitely reduce all those things from there. So the role of artificial intelligence in business and analytics intelligence is too much important. And artificial intelligence and machine learning are the major changes the way we interact with our analytics and data management, while increment in security measure must be taken into the account. So role of analytics artificial intelligence is very important here. Business are evolving from static, passive reports of things that have already happened to proactive analytics with a dashboard that helps business to see what is happening at every second and give alert when something is not how to should be. So this line is very important for business analytics, that I repeat that line, that business help business with dashboard to see what is happening at every second. This is not possible by the human being. So the artificial role of artificial intelligence is very important here. And we are seeing that outcome of the artificial intelligence, that it increase the business intelligence. Solutions such as an artificial intelligence algorithm based on the most advanced neural network provided high accuracy in anomaly detection as it learns from historical trends and patterns. So we are having a huge database. We are having big data. We need artificial intelligence to learn the trend and to find out the choice of the user, to choice of the customer, and give the best optimized solution to user or customers. This is the business intelligence. So this is the trend which is a start, and it is now on boom in 2021. Next towards moving about the what is data security. We talking about the data security in every aspect. Data security is too much important. As we can see here, as per the Gartner, in June 2020, the data shows that application security gets 6.2% growth. Similarly, the cloud security, as I talked earlier, everything is now going to shifted on the cloud. Now on cloud, 33.3% growth in security. So security, and again in the data security is 7.2, and identity access management 5.8 means 6%. So here in infrastructure protection 6%. So we can see here that cloud security, data security, and application security as very important aspect and are on boom. So data security and cyber security is again the major important trends of business intelligence in 2020, and it will be further. And I just say here, subject may be changed, technology may be trend, but the thing data security is always stable, and it is always the thing, always the aspect which is always in the growing mode. So data security is the big aspect of business intelligence in 2021. Next, we're moving towards the data discovery and visualization. Data visualization has evolved into a state-of-the-art solution to present and interact with numerous graphics on a single screen, whether it's focused on developing sales chart or comprehensive interactive reports. The point is that data discovery is a process that enables decision makers to reveal insights, and by using visualization terms have the chance to support trends and measure outlets within minutes. Since human process visual data better, the data discovery trends will find increment as one of the most important business intelligence trends in the 2021. So the visualization process is again gives the capability or give opportunity to user or trend analytics to provide a better opportunity to take the decisions. Next one is SaaS business intelligence means cloud. The future of business analytics lies in the possibility to perform on analysis with tools that are accessible no matter the location and can adjust to current and future working conditions. Many businesses have turned to SaaS or cloud business in order to gain more flexible and access the data on the cloud from any device. Such technologies that enables data movement and access from the multiple places will continue to rise as one of the most important business intelligence trends in 2021. So with the help of cloud technology, we can we can manage our data from anywhere, from any places. So around the world. So the technology of the data intelligence is a very important aspect. Even cloud is becoming a best friend to remove and despair teams that need solution that will help them to optimize their business process and ensure there are no bottleneck by working remotely. So remote location, physical location is not matter with the help with in association with the cloud computing. In future, cloud computing is going to very much give you the too much potential and gives you the big support to work. Even your office, complete office will be shifted on the cloud. This is the future trends. And predictive and prescriptive analytics tools. I just say you, after with the growth of machine learning and deep learning, the trends shifted on the predictive analytics. Although it all as comes in the artificial intelligence sector, but predictive analytics comes in the market with the help of machine learning and deep learning. Now, what about the next? The next trend is prescriptive learning. What about the prescriptive learning? We can say that the prescriptive learning applied to business predictive analytics is used to analyze current data and historical facts in order to better understand customer, products, and partners, and to identify the potential risk and opportunity for a company. So these are the section of the predictive analytics. But what about the prescriptive analysis? Prescriptive analysis is just advanced technology or advanced analytics after predictive analytics. Prescriptive analytics tries to see what the effect of the future decision will be in order to adjust the decision before they are actually made. This improves decision making a lot. Our future outcomes are taken into consideration in the prediction. So what will be happen, you can predict, you can see with the help of prescriptive analytics. So in the business analytics, the role of prescriptive analytics is very important because it gives you the gives a scenario, upcoming scenario at the moment. So you can change the upcoming scenario of your company, direction of the company. You can change your strategy for a company for the future planning. So prescriptive analytics is too much important again, and it's comes in the existence in 2021 and running now. Next trend is real-time data analytics. Real-time access to data has become a norm in everyday life. In the business, including a journal work, like most recent information graph and statistics that have defined some of the strategies. The real-time analysis embedded business to stay on the top of changes and adapt the immense challenges. So real-time analysis gives you opportunity to process the data, and it gives a biggest or bigger help to take the decision at the moment. So real-time data analytics is just a work in association of the predictive analytics and prescriptive analysis also. So this is very important aspect or significant aspect in the business intelligence. Next, we can see the next trend is collaborative business intelligence. The collaborative business intelligence is a combination of collaboration tools, including social media and other 2.0 technology plus industry 4.0 trends with the online business analytics tool. This is developed in a context of enhanced collaboration addressing the new challenges that fast track business provides where more analysis are done. These business intelligence tools make sharing easier in generating automated reports that can be scheduled at a specific time and to specific people. So collaborative business intelligence gives you chance to make a cumulative effort to find out the trends for business at the real time, at the real moment, with collaboration of various tools and technologies. So collaborative information enhancement and collaborative decision making are the key focus of naval business intelligence solutions. At the next point, we can discuss about the mobile business intelligence. A few years ago, mobile business intelligence was considered as a useful in the business intelligence and analytical community. The market penetration is still growing. Mind it, the market penetration is still going. It not stopped at the moment. And business intelligence solution is option within their software, such as modern mobile dashboard. Everything is available on our mobile dashboard. So there is no need of complex software. Everything is available with our mobile system. But not just vendor, companies will also implement mobile solution and activity. Use them since it will provide them with numerous benefits. Accessing your information at any time and any place while riding on a train or relaxing on a beach. Physical presence at an office site is less necessary here, and this is certainly affecting the business intelligence industries as well. So the things, the software, the support, the synchronization of your mobile system, cell phone with your laptop system, with your network, with your cloud. So there is a various entity, your cloud system, data available on a cloud, your laptop, your emails, your office server, all each and everything will be synchronized with your mobile phone. So every mobile business intelligence is important because it gives you immense pleasure that you work at your home. You can manage your office on your mobile with the help of cloud technology and your mobile system. So this is the trend. This is the business intelligence trend. You can manage all those things. And next trend is the data automation. As we heard a lot of paper on data automation, and this is the time of the robotic process automation. A lot of companies are working in the area of like automation anywhere, in each and everything. Every small task will be done by the help of process automation. So business intelligence topic wouldn't be complete and never be complete without data automation. In the last decade, definitely in the last decade, we show so much data, we produce so much data stored and ready to process that companies and organizations were seriously looking for the modern data automation solution to tackle massive volume of information that has been collected. That is big data. We are in trouble. What we have to do, how we can manage, because it is very much clear that 10% data is we can say that structured data, which can be accountable as a relational database management system. Agar if we're talking about the 100% data, only 10% data is structured data, 10% is semi-structured data, but 80% data is right now unstructured data. So the volume of unstructured data is 80% at present. There is need of automation to find out the result, to extract the result, particular result, because 80% unstructured data is it's a very big volume of data. We cannot find the data, we cannot find access the result manually from that data. Even our regular software get failed to manage to extract the output from that database. So automation is required here. Automation software and automation is the technology for next generation also. So data automation is again required technology and one of the efficient technology to work with the business intelligence. And the last number 10 technology, embedded analytics. It is very important technologies. I think that people are knowing about the technology, but very less people are start working on the embedded technology. But once you start on the embedded technology, definitely you will learn a lot and love the technology. That business have recognized the potential of embedding various business intelligence solution or reports into their own application, and thus improving their decision making process and increasing productivity. Formerly strangled by the spreadsheet, companies have realized now utilizing embedded business intelligence enable them to provide higher value with their own applications. So companies, this time company no need to multiple software to take the solutions like spreadsheet and associated tools are available on the spreadsheet. So a complete dashboard will be developed in the MS Excel. We are talking about the software Tableau. The complete analytics we will find the Tableau in the graphical and visualized mode. So the embedded analytics is definitely a good support for business, developing business, finding trends, finding results, finding analytics, and future trends also. So whether you need to create a report or send multiple dashboard to client, embedded analytics is becoming a standard in business operations, and we will see that maximum companies adopting it. Departments and company owners are looking for professional solution to present their data without the need to build their own software. It is very important line. They do not want to build their own software. They want a software which gives you complete facilities, storing data, analyzing data, or dashboard of the data. So Microsoft Advanced Excel is very much work. Tableau and analytics software, they are providing facility, all kind of facility, dashboard to storing data. So this is the technology embedded software. No need of extra software, no need to developing software. Each and everything will be customized by the help of your software which is available with you. So the time is right now, the time of is embedded analytics solutions. So these are the trade. I just discussed the top 10 business trends, business intelligence trends, which is required of the time. So now the data scientist, statistics, artificial experts, data base experts, system expert, domain experts. Now this is the time of business intelligence. We are working together for business intelligence system. So I discussed the top 10 analytics, top 10 trends for year 2021. Thank you for my side. Any query, any question you want to put, you can.
That was a very commendable presentation by Sir. Thank you for your information and enlightening us with all the information you could provide us.
Thank you, ma'am.
With that, we move on to our next valedictory keynote speaker. Dr. S. Balakrishnan is a professor and a head Department of Computer Science and Business System at Sri Krishna College of Engineering and Technology, Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, India. He has 19 years of experience in teaching, research, and administration. He has published over 20 books, 8 book chapters, 29 technical articles in CSI Communication magazines, 27 technical blogs, 1 article in electronics for U magazine, in the area of
thank you very much, madam. It was a wonderful introduction that you have given. And it's a privilege to me to be part of this international conference. And as per the, can you see my screen, madam? Is it visible?
Yes, sir. The screen is most visible and you're also audible. You can start with the presentation.
So as per the Gartner's recent report, like what will be the top 10 promising technologies that can disrupt the world, one of the technology that will disrupt the world for at least 10 to 15 years is artificial intelligence and deep learning and neural network. And the presentation will be based on how can we create research champions among the people who are aspiring to construct AI systems and deep learning systems. And this is how the presentation, just a minute. This is how I organize the presentations. I will start with what are the basic DL and AI mechanisms that are there in the existing systems. And I will talk about like various deep learning applications that are already coming. Now, for the last few years, we are trying to apply deep learning in all the domains. And what will be the difference between a traditional system and AI system, and what exactly is machine learning, why we need to go for a deep learning, and possibly if you have time, we will also see a case study also. So we have many definitions on artificial intelligence, like earlier speaker also said, but can we design a system which will think exactly as a human being is what the first mechanism that most of the people has thought, and it's very difficult to replicate human mind. And the second type of systems, most of them like Sophia and most of the other systems that are prominent now, will be systems which will act like humans. Can we develop systems which acts like human beings reasonably well when it is trained and tested? These type of expert systems will be visible for many times. Like in our daily practices also, we'll see this type of systems which fall into this category. can these systems, can we design systems which think exactly like human beings? Logically, it's very difficult, but acting rationally is possible. Like if I take a Sophia or Mycin, both of them will come into this category. Most of the expert system that we have designed or we are going to design now will fall in like, can we design systems which think logically and to some extent can act humanly. So I have a set of examples that I have kept in the slides. Like I have kept a AI system or an expert system that was designed in 1990s, and I have kept a system which was designed very latest in 2020, is called as the Tesla. And Deep Blue is a chess playing game where it has defeated Gary Kasparov in 1992, who is the world champion at the time. Like this, the interesting part is when you talk about a game called a chess game, it is just a 8x8 matrix where two people will be playing. And what type of system we need to design based on the number of predictions, like what see, I have moved some piece from one place to other place. What can we predict? What is next step of the opponent? Like earlier we used to have a game called as tic-tac-toe game, where I play next year, somebody plays over here, most of the people will play here, and I will disable him to see like this. So my interest is like whenever this type of games are played, we have a 3x3 matrix in tic-tac-toe game, we have 8x8 matrix in this chess game. What type of strategy is needed to predict the move of the opponent is very important. And that is how the artificial intelligence has evolved. And many systems like Rebel, T20, all these are systems which are implemented to simulate these chess games. Very recently, we can see a Tesla is a car producing company where it has produced semi-automated cars, where how can a car can drive without can go without a driver, like self driverless cars. Like whenever a car is moving, it has to think about the left neighbor, it has to think about the right neighbor, it has to think about the top and at the back. So when we employ these deep learning mechanisms, how can it preserve? Like there is a horn that was from other car. How can it process this horn like voice at real time? How can it process the video at real time is what the challenge is. Tesla, most of the technology that was used in Tesla is 60% deep learning, where it can process the live videos online, a live voice online, and it will also go for this cruise control and so on and so forth. So there are a lot of changes in the way in which the applications are started in 1992 on this. Like we could see here, I have kept a humanoid robot called as Sophia, where this Sophia is trying to take classes for 8th class students. And how can this a humanoid robot can interact with people and can understand their language? Now, if you see the latest version of Sophia, it can also understand the sarcastic laugh from the people also. So how can a system like a robot called as Sophia can visualize the videos online? And how can it understand the voice of the people? And how can it understand sarcastic nature of the laugh also? So this is what all about deep learning algorithms, where it can process the videos online dynamically, and it can understand the process the videos as well as the voice, and it can, based on the voice it can understand, it can reply also. Very old system I kept here, like the last slide also I kept a old system and a new system. And Mycin is an expert system with almost 296 variants. Now we have 297th variant has come for this Mycin. Initially, Mycin used to assist us, like we have given some set of symptoms. What does your Mycin will do is it will give you a set of diseases that are attributed to these symptoms. But now what happened is by the days it produces, what does this Mycin is doing is it is having the profile of all the people, and what it is doing is it is storing the data of people, and it is also predicting what type of diseases that he can get in future also. This is what now Mycin is doing. It is also assisting doctors to see that what type of diseases he may get in future. This is how this Mycin is doing now. And interestingly, if somebody is having 6 fingers in the hand, what is the reason for having the 6 fingers in the hand? If somebody wish to disable the right hand of the body, what type of cells will do? If some people or some person is suffering with a chronic disease, what is the reason for having that? All this analysis can be done if you have the profiling in this mycin now. Earlier, mycin used to interact with people with respect to the text. Now, mycin is interacting with people with respect to voice. Now, that is the reason if somebody wish to develop an AI system, it is mandatory that it process voice also. Earlier, the input for AI systems is mostly like text. But now what happened is it is mandatory that every AI system has to process voice. And now most of the AI systems are processing video also. Most of the people know that it is a Hawkeye. Like a Hawkeye is an AI system which will predict the deviation once the ball pitches there. Like how can a system in real time can process a video and it can tell what type of deviation it will take once the ball was pitched, and how much height it can travel once it was pitched, is what your Hawkeye will do. And the basic algorithms that are background of behind this Hawkeye is also this deep learning. And wherever you go for Twitter or you go for Facebook, wherever the face recognition happens, most of the applications will be pertaining to this deep learning and neural networks. And we can take many like IBM Watson was there. IBM Watson is a question and answer mechanism earlier used to interact with people in the terms of health informatics, like what will be the disease that is attributed to the symptoms and what type of diseases you can get in future. This type of analysis was done by using IBM Watson. IBM Watson also earlier used to interact with people in the terms of text. Now it is interacting with people in the terms of voice as well as video also. Now IBM Watson is into various domains, not only health domains, it is also into informatics domain, it is also in the insurance domain, many other domains it was there. So the basic background, like how can we process video, how can we process this audio, all these are the attributes of your data learning mechanisms. And we could see here we have a drone here. Like most of the people now, drones are used even to monitor the diseases of the plants, to sow the fertilizers, to just find out the fertility, and so on and so forth. Like even a drone can be controlled by using deep learning and IoT algorithms. And this is a safe mission project where most of the applications are integrated in our house, are integrated with your AI as well as ML algorithms integrated with IoT. And I kept Alexa and Google. All these are voice applications which are based, can be recognized, and it can be personalized voice assistant apps. Like they can recognize the voice, and based on that, we can go for Apple if it is Alexa. And you have many other systems which process voice, and it will tell you. It will give the customized output. Like if I wished, like if my phone was missing, I can use a Google Home. And if I wish to have the songs of some Tamil songs, better it goes for Alexa, and so on and so forth. All this this navigation applications based, see, I wish to travel from Delhi to Mumbai, what is the best path, and what is the based on the traffic and based on the conditions of the road, how can a system can suggest the path and so on. So forth. All these are applications of AI systems. And most of you are aware that one of the most important AI system is a weather prediction, where for all the AI and ML algorithms, we need data to process. Like if you have a weather prediction system that you are discussing, we have real-time data. I have the weather data for the last 1 year, I can predict something, but you have a real-time data, like what is the distance between the earth to the nearest cloud, what is the precipitation, and what is the humidity that you are having at this time. All these are the dynamic parameters that will add value. So whenever you add that type of dynamic parameters, the prediction will be more accurate. The same thing, we have almost 170 different type of expert system that predicts the variations of stock market. Like the stock market also, if I wish to talk about stock market variations of TCS for the last 30 months, if I have the data of 1 year, I can talk about the variations in stock market. But stock market is dynamic and it changes with respect to time. Like some political decision was taken, obviously the stock market value will change. based on the news, like if it is, whether it is a fake news or a positive news, all the stock market values will change with respect to time. So how can you design a system which is having a combination of dynamic parameters as well as static parameters, is what we call it as a stock market prediction. We have almost 170 systems are there. We spoke about IBM Watson. So we have now, people are talking about crowd counting systems where a automatic analysis of video will be done and will tell you how many people are there in that crowd in that particular video at that moment. Like now in IIT Madras, people are working on this crowd counting systems. Like in this crowd counting systems, it will also tell you what are the people who are having abnormal actions that may also damage some infrastructure. So crowd counting systems are systems which try to monitor the videos, and at that instant how many people are in that video, and what are the people who are having abnormal actions in the terms of actions which can, uh, people who can damage the infrastructure and so on and so forth. So many applications of COVID in the terms of how we use a mask, all this, like whether the employees in the particular enterprise are practicing social distancing norms or not, all this, many applications are there in the terms of deep learning. Like so in most of the time, like in Amazon and Flipkart, most of you can see, like in what type of the AI algorithms, what they do is they will try to find the profile of each customer, the way in which he procure, or the way in which he is buying the goods, and they will suggest what type of goods that he is to procure in future. All this will be AI systems. Like very recently in 2020, January 8th, the government of India has launched a e-challan mechanism where every CCTV that was installed in an NH5s or national highways are integrated with this, what is that called as the speed boxer. Like it will find out what type of vehicles are crossing the prescribed speed limit, and it will what the system will do is it will automatically generate a challan for the cars and vehicles which are crossing the prescribed speed. So this all this each challan mechanism is the way in which you process the videos, and like what will happen in each challan mechanism is once a system finds that this car is crossed a particular speed limit, what it will do is it will convert that video into set of images. From that images, you will get set of card number. From that card number, the corresponding email of the owner will be chosen, and they will send an email to that. So all which now we have many examples of the chat box like Alexa or Elisa is a chat box where it will tell you, like it will interact with the people and it will tell you what is the nature of mindset at that moment. It will interact with the person and it will ask how are you and many other questions it will ask, and based on his the way in which he answers, it will tell you like what will be the mindset of the person at that moment. Like most of the time when we try to design, we have a lab called as robotics where 60% of mechanical faculty will be part of that lab and 40% of computer science people will be there, where we try to design robots. When they try to design the robots, almost the movements which the robot, if I say like a robot hand, what is the movement towards left hand side, what is the movement towards right hand side, top and bottom, all this programming part we'll do, and the analysis part as well as the implementation part will be done by the mechanical department. Most of the people now they're talking about creating a robots, like we have seen an example called Sophia, Metaphor. All these are examples of robotics applications. So we have seen many applications of health informatics and navigation also. All this discussion that I have done for the last 10 to 15 minutes is to ensure that people are who are working into this, coming into the AI and machining, they need to understand that when they wish to develop an AI system or a deep learning system, it is must that many systems will force us to go for processing the image, processing the video, processing the voice. So now earlier systems like earlier expert systems like Mycin or even IBM, initially when they are working or processing the systems in the terms of voice. Now they're doing it also video. So this is a simple slide which will tell you about a traditional system and a neural network system. A traditional system, what it will do is it will take the input and give the corresponding output. But a neural network system, what it will do is it will take a data set, and what it will do is it will know about what type of input has to be given. It also know about what type of output it will get. You will try to deploy a model which will fit for this input and output. So in machine learning, what is that we do is we try to choose a model which will fit for this particular input and particular output, where we can train and test. So many times output is not a major output in the major consideration in the terms of machine learning. So this is a slide where we are talking about machine learning, deep learning, and artificial intelligence. So when I ask you, like I have 20 images, where this 20 images has to bifurcated in the terms of human beings and non-human beings. So it's very easy for us to bifurcate based on the features of this. But if somebody asks me, like I have given 20,000 images, I have asked, like, in these human beings, how many are man and how many are animals? In this non-human beings, how many types of cars are there? How many types of vehicles are there? So on and so forth. I asked. And so when the input is more and the features to recognize is also more, than many times what is that we have to do is you have to go for deep learning. When the inputs are less and the number of features identified to use that is less, also you can go for machine learning. And artificial intelligence will have more theoretical part. Like if somebody asks me what is the theoretical definition of artificial, if you wish to implement this artificial intelligence, you have to go for either machine learning or deep learning and neural networks. It consists of concepts like a conceptual dependency. How do you visualize knowledge? How can you store knowledge? Like in conceptual dependency, we'll see, we will try to represent the knowledge irrespective of the language. That type of concepts you will have in artificial intelligence. And machine learning, most of the people will know, like we try to find out how this model will fit into what type of input and output. So we have various mechanisms in machine learning called as supervisor learning, where we know the class label. We have various techniques in this supervisor learning. In unsupervised learning, we don't know about the class label, so obviously we'll go with respect to the futures of the particular candidate, and we'll just try to populate. In reinforced learning, we try to take the feedback. That's what we do when we are designing robots. We try to take the real-time feedback. Based on that, we'll proceed. And we have discussed a lot of drawbacks are there in machine learning. The reason is whenever the features are more, the data set is more, obviously machine learning algorithms will not give a good result. This is how this is what the slide will give you the correct description, where when the amount of data is more, the machine learning algorithms, the performance is a plateau. It is somewhat static. But in deep learning algorithms, what will happen is when the amount of data is more, also you'll get more accuracy. That is the reason most of the people, when the number of features are more, and apart from that, if the amount of data is more, also they will go for deep learning. And we have many mechanisms in deep learning like RNN, CNN. Like I wish to process a sequential data, I will go for RNN. If I have sequential data where I need to compare things, I will go for the extension of RNN called LSTM. I wish to process a video as well as images, set of images, I will go for CNN. Like now people are talking about Terra neural network, which is a combination of energy efficient DL models. So many other DL models are there, we can discuss whenever it is possible. So these are the references that I have used. And just I have not cited the images. That is the reason I kept this disclaimer. And thank you very much for all the people who have given me this opportunity to share my insights on this deep learning. Thank you very much, sir.
Organization committee for this splendid organization, as usual, you know. So today I'd like to make a little presentation about our results in the international grant project, the international grant program Erasmus+. Nowadays, we conduct this project, cyber physical systems. So today I wanted to say some words about its background and outcomes. So let's start. In the period of 2019-2022, Kryvyi Rih National University is taking part in the international grant project Erasmus Plus, development of a practical-oriented student-centered education in the field of modeling of cyber physical systems, so short name is CPFIS. So this paper and my presentation present the rationale of the project, its planned result, and the experience of our university. You know that one of the modern trends in the field of IT and automation is the development and active use of cyber physical systems. So since even you know that since 2019, Association of Industrial Automation of Ukraine is developing and implementing National Strategy Industry 4.0. Within the framework of this strategy, special emphasis is placed on the implementation of cyber physical system in all areas of industry and business. New trends in the field of IT have led to the emergence of new requirements to the competence of IT professional. Knowledge in the design of management of cyber physical systems is becoming more and more in demand. This factor was the reason for the development of a project for the training of specialists in the field of cyber physical system in the leading universities of Ukraine and Belarus. Project proposal development of a practically oriented student-centered education in the field of modeling of cyber physical system won in the strongest European grant program in the field of higher education, Erasmus+. The project is carried out with the aim of developing a practically oriented education in the field of computer modeling of cyber physical and other complex systems for innovative physical, mathematical, and engineering areas, including mechanical, transport, and electrical systems, for the complete transition of Belarusian and Ukrainian universities to the principles of the Bologna system. So speaking about other projects, so we started our project with the special survey of representatives of leading industrial and IT companies of the Dnipropetrovsk region. So the region where our university is settled. These representatives are potential employers for graduates of the specialty cyber physical system in the future. And all respondents hold a leading position, have a solid experience in the field of cyber physical system and automational system. As a result of survey, the following data was obtained. So you can see that in accordance with the results of the survey, respondents praised the appropriateness of and prospects of using cyber physical system in the proposed areas of scientific and technical activity. Most of the assessments meet the criterion very important. The building automation direction received slightly lower rating, possibly because there were no representatives from the construction industry among respondents. Most of the respondents, 9 of 10, note that the most promising area of cyber physical system application is robotization. Also, 5 out of 10 respondents rated gas and hydrodynamics highly. All respondents noted the particular importance of the MATLAB or Simulink software systems in the study of cyber physical systems as well. In the area of software modeling, all 10 respondents praised the feasibility of studying both resource-intensive modeling and the interpreted languages. 30% of the assessment are 5-0. All respondents praised the proposed methods for testing cyber physical system. And as an additional direction for study, they pointed on cloud technologies, industries 4.0, cybersecurity, smart systems, IT project management. This information was used in the formation of the list of compulsory and selective disciplines for the new innovative master's degree educational programs, cyber physical system in industry, business, and transport. So speaking about the project and its outcomes, you know that the leading position in between Ukrainian partners is to Kryvyi Rih National Universities, and the leading role in this project plays the Department of Automation, Computer Sciences and Technologies. So our scientists engage in solving tasks. The increase of enterprises profitably due to introducing modern automation control system, development measures, devices, and automation needs using microcontrollers, designing devices for industrial Internet of Things. So we use lots of different kinds of software and equipment at the process of preparing IT specialists in our department and in our university. So we are quite skilled and promised to prepare new specialists for the new curriculum. Speaking about this new cyber physical system, so that the obligation of our university, the main obligation of our university is to open this year already and accredited by the special Ukrainian government body, National Agency for Quality Assurance of Higher Education, and your unique educational and professional program, I talked about it, cyber physical system and industry, business and transport. It's very important that it's a master's degree program. So what we have already done. So the new educational program is included to the special database, Ukrainian database of all curriculum. It looks like this. So it's like an extract from the system. It's like our result. The final curriculum is developed and approved by our university management. So speaking about the disciplines, due to our project applications, we have to develop several courses, 7 courses, and 3 of them are completely new. These courses means that we will prepare unique competencies of IT specialists in our universities, such as smart manufacturing based on cyber physical systems, machine learning for cyber physical system and industry 4.0. Also, we pay attention to the transportation cyber physical system. That's the real compatibility or our valuable factor of our university. And of course, we will update several courses like adaptive and robust system and project approach to the designing of cyber physical systems. Well, speaking about the development of this project in our university, we use Google Classroom platform for studying process. So nowadays we have prepared already all materials in these classrooms. I can demonstrate it. One of the outcomes of the project, or the greatest outcome of the project, is publishing of several ebooks, and our specialists, our teachers participate in 3 of them: cyber physical system modeling and simulation, cyber physical system for clean transportation, and bringing innovation to the market. So all these ebooks will be already done in a few months, so everybody can download it and get acquainted with them. Speaking about dissemination, actually dissemination is one of the greatest point of all grant projects, So together with European and Belarusian partners, we prepared some papers in European collections of papers, and of course last year we made several presentations due to the conference. So we do our best to disseminate and to tell people about our project. Speaking about the development and the influence of this project to the society, to the university, and to the higher education. So due to our grant activity and due to our project activity, we have adjusted and subscribed several partnership agreements between our university and big enterprises, industrial enterprises like Metinvest Holding and ArcelorMittal Kryvyi Rih. I suppose that everybody knows about ArcelorMittal. And of course, we participate with the smaller IT companies, but it's also very important for us. And speaking about the influence of this project is that in accordance with European obligation, we've got the huge amount of equipment on the amount of 28,000 euro, and thus we've got new class, new laboratory devoted to development of cyber physical systems and management them. So it's a very good opportunity for our students. And you know that just beforehand, Nazar Lashok and Violeta Dmitrieva, they prepared their bachelor's degrees papers by using this equipment from this laboratory. Speaking about the environment context, you know that the automation and usage of cyber physical system will make all industrial processes much more effective and efficient. So we believe that it will make our economy much stronger and will be a big step for the development of our educational system as well as of our Kryvyi Rih National University. So thank you for your attention. If you have some question, I can answer. Thank you.
Of this conference, we have the certificate for best presentation, Harsh Jindal and Jagdeep Kaur, for the paper presentation entitled Modification in the Design of Two-Wheeler Suspension Spring Using Finite Element Analysis and Observing Variational Stress and Deflection with Varying Pitch of the String. Next, we have the best paper presentation for Ravinder Singh and Soumya Avasti for their paper presentation entitled Comparative Study of Image Steganography using LSB Hide Seek BPSC. Next, we have the certificate of best paper presentation to Ansal K.A. Chintu S. Raga Malika and Chippy Susan Rajan for their presentation on a review of cryptographic techniques in smart grid. Next in the sequence, we have Engineer Kula Sekara Jayanta Shirikumara and Dr. Shamsundar Khanam for their paper presentation on understanding the diffusion performance and barriers of biogas development. Further, we have Sheetal Sharma and Sarika Sharma for their best paper presentation on screening of antibacterial potential of fungal endophytes isolated from Barbaris aristata. Next, we have Nazar Laishok and Antonina Tikhanska for their paper presentation on automated control of the conveyor line using Siemens TIA Portal software. After that, we have Violeta Maitreeva and Mikhailo Tykensky for their paper presentation on automated online control of the belt conveyor using TIA Portal development environment. Further, we have best paper presentation to Rina Michael and Dr. M.L. Joseph for their presentation in photochemical analysis of Annona muricata using high resonance liquid chromatograph and mass spectroscopy. Next, we have best paper presentation award to Bulbul Ahmed for their paper titled Application of Artificial Intelligence in Agriculture. And lastly, we announced the best paper presentation award to Neha Kumari Narendra Singh Gohil for the paper presentation titled Synthesis, Characterization and In Vitro Antimicrobial Screening of some Pyrazoil Pyridyl Substituted Documarines. So that is all for the award ceremony. And next, we would like to announce that all the participants have 10 more days time till 21st of July 2021 for any modification, any update in the paper. The publication process will start after all selected papers are converted as per our standard publication format. The participants, the presenters will receive e-certificates till 16th of July 2021 tentatively The hard copy of the certificate and proceedings of the book after 5th of August 2021. The online publication tentative date will be near around 5th of August 2021. So with that, we are grateful for your presence with the given time and efforts, and I wish all good for the future and collaboration and the participation in the future events. Likely, you will be receiving the feedback form link after the conference valedictory session. You are requested to fill that in time, and with that, I extend my vote of thank and appreciation towards the wonderful audience, the resource persons, and the speakers, the presenters. And with that, uh, our next ICSETI series of conference will most probably be held in Thailand or Indonesia. Wish to see you again. Till then, take care. And with this official note, I end this conference. Thank you for all of your presence.